Hello everyone, and welcome to my video on arrays. This content brought to you by Nintendo and Intelligent Systems, who have not sued me yet. Thank you very much. So the final project that I'm making is a dual simulator, essentially, and that is built at the core off of a roster of duelist objects. Now, in order to make a list like a roster, I need a specialized tool, and that tool is an array in Java. An array in Java is a specialized list that, first of all, can only hold one type of data. For this purpose, it's a dual list, but you can also have an array of strings or an array of integers, etc. And an array, in a slightly more limitation than feature, can only hold a specific number of objects. Not that any particular number will do. It's that once you've created an array with a specific length, then you cannot change the length of that array as time goes on. The only thing that actually shows up in memory, unlike a primitive or something like that, an array operates much like an object in the sense that the reference to the array is the only thing that ever rides on the stack. Everything else is stored in heap memory. The list itself is stored in heap memory, and on that list, you don't see a bunch of objects all next to each other in the heap memory space. You instead see a bunch of references which all point to different spots in the heap memory, and that's how objects in an array are stored. So I will go right to the testing. So here I'll go right back to that. When this program starts up, Battle Royale is constructed using the default constructor right there. Oh, right there. It's constructed as the variable instance. However, right now, and I'll run it for you so you can see, right now I have no way of telling whether those duelists were successfully created or not. So I want to fix that. And what I can do to fix that is, since each constructor shows up exactly once, I can edit the constructors themselves. So I'll do that right now. For the second set of constructors, the ones labeled, I believe, Nino, Reinhardt, Frame, and Effie, I will change the constructor that responds to all of these values, which is right in here. I want a successful printout. Sorry, I want to print out on the console whenever one of those objects is successfully created. So I'm going to go ahead and uncomment that. I just use the toString for this to print out a line every time a successful object is created with this constructor. And I'm going to test that out right now. I should only see 4. Boom. There we go. Right now I'm looking at Nino, Reinhardt, Frame, and Effie, the exact 4 that were referred to in this style of constructor. I have made it so that it checks to see if that constructor is successfully fulfilled. But I want to see the first ones too. So let me go ahead and uncomment that as well. And this will give me something slightly different. It'll tell me that the name has been successfully loaded. And I'll tell you why later during my I.O. video, why that's important. We're going to compile. Run again. So we get the output for the last 4, just like last time, but we see the output for the first 5 now. Hector, Ira, Noe, Cordelia, and Jacob were all successfully loaded. And if you can go right back here, then you will see that those were the ones that were referred to with this constructor. Now, that is a very effective way of tracing through code, and now you guys know exactly what arrays are and how they're stored in space. One thing that I will say at the very end is that this roster is used almost everywhere in the actual simulator for Battle Royale. And you can see all the mentions of roster in orange. But it sorts through the roster for the combat phase itself in order to sort at the very beginning for initiative, and in order to sort at the very end to compare the survivor scores. So that sounds like a video wrap-up to me. I will see you next time when I will talk about loops. It might be my favorite video. Take care, guys.